3, 2, 1. Push. Oh my God, that's cold.
Yep.
Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Myles, You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We are live in the Troy Escalade Jackson Podcast Memorial Podcast. Stu, we are here. We are live.
Nope.
We are energized, and we are thriving.
Thriving, jiving, and diving.
Conniving.
And conniving.
What does conniving mean?
It means
Like,
you're up to something.
Kind of a backstabber, I think.
Yeah, I kind of am conniving a little bit. I'm feeling the, if I had a Facebook status circa 2007, it would say Myles is kind of conniving.
Ooh. And then it would give an old
Given
school
to or involved in conspiring to do something immoral, illegal, or harmful. I think another word would maybe be, I'm feeling dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little immoral today. I might fuck around and have 100 beers and maybe, do something immoral.
It is the 100 beers in spring weather right now.
It is. It very much is. I'd love to immorally do something to my lawn later. Play beer darts.
Oh, gotcha.
Where did you
I was
think
gonna
I
say,
meant?
I thought you meant like piss in your lawn or something.
Well, really,
It's a byproduct.
Yeah.
you know what? Why don't we do a whole podcast around morality? That sounds like a fun, uplifting topic. Don't you think? What is moral and what is immoral? Is it moral to get plastered in your front yard and throw metal darts at your friend's legs?
Yeah.
With consent, I believe it is
consent.
moral.
Mhm.
Yeah.
With consent, I would say
As
it's
long
moral.
as everyone's up on their tetanus shots, it's fair game.
Yeah. I mean, also, don't put the beer right in between your legs. Have it
Have some
shift
common
it up
sense.
a little bit.
Yeah. How do you play beer darts when you have kids?
I don't think you do.
Yeah, you already do.
Is there a kid-friendly version of beer darts?
Maybe like suction cup darts. And
Oh,
so you
I've
just
seen those.
chug if it like sticks to the can.
Yeah.
No, it's not even. It's not beer darts. It's beer bowling,
That's a
and
good
the
one.
bowling ball
Who's your child?
are the children.
Oh.
So basically, you put all the children in the middle, and you scatter open beer cans. Well, just stick with me, and they're inevitably going to knock over cans just by running
Mhm.
around and playing with their toys. And if they knock over your beer, you got to finish the rest of it. Just like,
It's not a bad
Yeah.
idea. Not a
Because
bad
the kids
idea.
are going to naturally want to pick it up. You're there to take it
yeah,
from them
if
as
they
soon as
touch
they pick
your
it up.
beer, you have to drink it. And for the amount of seconds it takes you to get it out of their hand.
Yeah, and
Or
if the kid gets it to their mouth before you take it away, you have to finish the beer.
No, yeah, that's true.
Tyler.
We got to have these things unopened for sure. Yeah.
We could do bottles with. We could have the cap twisted on so they can't actually drink
Screw
out
top.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something of that sort. I don't know. We're workshopping it.
Mhm.
Well, and also if they're young enough, you can throw them in a jumper or something outside. You throw like a play mat out in the yard, like, 10, 20 yards away. No
Yeah, but
darts.
then they're never going to get my beer.
I'm saying if you wanted to actually play darts though with your buddies.
I think though it's maybe beer bowling babies isn't the correct game, but maybe baby races are.
Have you ever
So-
seen baby races?
No, but I
They're kind of funny.
well like do at half times of
Mhm.
games.
Mhm.
You have a starting line, a finish line. Mom goes on the other end.
Yep.
Dad lets them go, and it's just a drinking game with your kid as the
you can
race car.
you can have odds. You
Yep.
can have a whole illegal baby betting ring going on.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like how much beer can you consume before your baby gets over to
Mm.
your wife?
It's like Burial Cart. While your baby's crawling, you have to be chugging. So the slower your
Yeah.
baby is, the more beer you're drinking.
Yeah,
They come to a halt, you can stop.
Yep.
that sounds fun. That makes me want to have a kid. All the shitting and the pissing and the crying doesn't
Well,
sound great.
It's silver linings like
Yeah,
this
yes,
that make
yes.
it worth it.
No, hey, if you got to change your kid's diaper, you got to shotgun a beer.
Mhm.
It's like a whole drinking game around having a
Yep.
child. Obviously, mom's sober, taking care of the kid. I wanted to put a disclaimer
Obviously, yes, yes.
out there. Obvi, yeah.
Well, I mean, another way to play beer darts with kids too is mom takes care of them.
Yeah, another way to play
flip-flop.
beer darts with kids. Kids go inside with mom, and you and your buddies are outside
very
playing beer
moral.
darts.
Or
Yeah.
you leave kids at home with mom and you leave to go to your buddies to play beer
Yeah,
cards.
buddy with no kids.
Yep.
Yeah. Like me
Like you.
and Jared.
Nope.
We need friends like you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Friend like Jared.
Then I don't
All
have
he
anywhere.
does is talk about his fish.
I know. Well, that's also technically a kid for him. So
It's full
Your house.
That is true.
your house is out, Jared.
24/7.
Yeah. So Tyler,
Myles.
you recently had to go where you couldn't have even played any of these games.
No.
We couldn't do anything.
I had 7 straight days of single dad while Becca was on vacation.
I'm going to be honest with you, Tyler. There are probably some Sisterhood of the Traveling comments that find that incredibly hot and
Well,
attractive.
they
So
won't when
cool
they
it.
hear how it went.
No, but they don't care that a guy who can take care of a kid, girls, I feel like just love that. I feel
will
like
say
it's one of those like, wow, that is sexy even.
My
I can confirm they do love that, and
My-
also the in-laws love that too, because when mom's out, they know mom's out, and they know dad's taking care of the kids, and when the kid's in good hands with dad, good graces with the in-laws immediately.
I don't think the in-laws even knew Becca was gone.
No, I
had
think
it
it's
under
more. I'm
control.
talking sexual attraction to a male.
That too, yes.
In-laws are
Yes.
turned
the
on.
in-laws
Advantage
are
number 2
turned
though.
on. Fucking a mother-in-law has gotta brace herself.
Back in the day, my
Father-in-law just can't keep his hands off your shoulders. He just keeps
giving you
massaging
neck rubs.
Fuck, lower that. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Lower.
The in-laws are turned on.
back in the
It's like a
day,
t-shirt.
my parents had me super young in the 90s, and my mom's older brother used to take little kid me to the mall because that's how you'd pick up chicks, and he would show off how well he was taking care of his nephew to get girls to come talk
Not a
to
bad
him.
idea. And then when he would tell those girls too that I wasn't his kid,
Mhm.
then they probably got even
Well,
steamier.
they were excited, like, look at him taking care of kids, and then they found out he doesn't actually come with the kid. Lights out
Mhm.
for Uncle Sean.
little did you know that he was telling these women that you also like had some sort of handicap, and so it was even harder
Yeah.
to take care of
Mhm.
It
you.
was actually a Make-A-Wish day.
Hey.
He was a famous
And
celebrity.
If I could
everyone
wingman
just-
at 2, I would. Say whatever you got to, man.
Yeah. Say, your uncle sounds like a good guy, not a creep at all.
Yeah, well, now he's got 9 kids of his own, so it worked.
Really?
Okay. So
Yeah. Yep.
So is that what you did while Becca was gone? You went to the mall with your kids so you could pick up chicks?
Yeah. No, I actually I rented my kids out to all my single friends by the hour
Not
so
a
they could
bad-
go pick up
Not
chicks.
a bad gig.
Yeah.
Hey,
People aren't doing enough of that these days.
No, they should be
you
more.
get a babysitter. One, people are paying you to babysit your kid.
Yeah.
That's actually,
Yeah.
It's lucrative.
it is. It's like Airbnb. People are paying you to house sit and make sure no one's breaking into your house.
Yeah.
hmm
That's what Airbnb is. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because my shit's in there. I don't want someone breaking in while I'm staying in that house.
Yeah, and no one's
actually-
gonna steal anything when they give you all of their personal information.
Yeah.
It's like Airbnb.
It's honestly,
B&E. Airbnb and E.
it's yeah, it's less safe to not Airbnb something out. If you just have a vacation home that sits empty, that's less safe than letting strangers into your house willingly.
100%. I've never thought about it in this vein before.
I haven't either. Do you think about veins a lot? What kind of veins are you thinking about usually?
Veiny triumphant bastards.
The
So
main vein.
The main one.
You ever drain it?
you ever drained veins before?
My own, yes. Others, no.
Then Peggy has a vein guy.
Well, I mean, the only veins besides my own are
Cheers.
others.
That was a great callback. I don't think anyone caught.
Yeah.
Mm,
He did the peg joke again. Oh.
that's why I was laughing. Otherwise, it wasn't funny. Ooh, I got a Zoe 101 ouncer of Ice Mountain here.
Nice.
You a
Zoe-
little jealous?
101 Oh Zoe.
Ryan, I want you to take your Ice Mountain bottle You got it?
I got 12 O's here.
And I want you to just place it in your lap.
Oh.
And I just want to say that comparatively, this is an accurate representation of how much water we drink.
Yeah.
Not anything else. This isn't an accurate representation of something else.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. God, I was gonna make a good joke there, but I better not.
What?
I would say you can hit the back of a tuna, or you can't hit the back of a tuna can, but you can sure scrape the sides.
Yeah. You can sure hit the back of the water bottle, but you can't hit the sides of it
Yeah.
or
Nope.
something like you said.
It's close enough.
Regardless, I mean, this in Cambodia is worth probably $900 to $1,000.
With inflation, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm holding damn near pure gold of water. This is gold water.
Tastes like gold too.
That can't, no, it tastes like
no, like that's how good it tastes.
it's
Gold doesn't taste good, but it makes you feel good. So does that.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's
I found
metaphorically it tastes like gold.
Yes.
But in reality, it tastes much more like a natural spring from the cataclysmic event that happened that ended the ice age that rapidly melted the glacier ice cap and filled up the natural spring in Michigan. That's where it came from. And if you also would like to have this Zoe 101 ouncer of Ice Mountain, you just got to go buy it.
Oh yeah.
That's all it takes?
Yeah. You just go buy it at the
Makes
store. It's at a lot of stores. So just be looking for that beautiful Ice Mountain. And this actually, the Zoe 101 ouncer is a phenomenal jug to have after a night of drinking a jug of bush lattes. So I'm going to drink this it's also a good pregame. Make sure you're well hydrated
before the game.
Also,
of life.
reduce, reuse, recycle. You use that your pregame. You just fill that with a mega mixie after.
Exactly.
Borg, yeah.
And then the next morning, put more water in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, Ice Mountain, it's cools you off on a hot spring day. And I'm looking forward to their new flavor, Ice Mountain 1 gallon.
For those of you, he's doing a Ricky Bobby prayer bit.
And just go get some Ice Mountain, folks. Oh my God, it's wet. So your kids survived. You survived.
Yep.
You got a mistress out of the deal.
Got a mistress. Yeah, the first 3 days they were on their best behavior. And then a switch flipped and they were absolute demons for the next 4. Mom was only supposed to be gone 5 days, but her flight kept getting canceled. So it was just one more day added on, one more day added on, one more day added on. And then like the second to last day, it was super nice outside and we had been absolute piles of shit all week, not left the house. So like, I'm going to be a good dad. I'm going to take them outside and we're going to go for a walk. And we have a 2-seater stroller. So like one kid in the front, one kid in the back, and they're both sitting back to back with each other.
That's brag.
And I put the youngest one in the front seat, but he's too big now for the thing to buckle. So I didn't buckle it, just put the tray down in front of him like he's going to be fine. And there's a patch where I had to go through like maybe 2 inches of snow. So I was pushing pretty hard. And then all of a sudden I hear him crying. And I'm like, oh, he just doesn't like because it's bumpy. I run up there. He slid out from underneath the tray like this. And I was fucking running him over with the stroller.
Tyler. I mean, first of all, what kind of lotion are you putting on this kid that he is slipping out of a stroller?
He's squirmy.
He slipped underneath the tray.
Yeah, so I think it was a combination of 1, he didn't like the bumps, so he was wiggling, and 2, there were bumps, so it helped him wiggle out. So he had the only way for him to get out is bad radio, but he like did one of these numbers to go under the
Both
tray.
hands up.
Yeah, both hands up. They had to have been up for him to get out.
So, okay. What's this kid doing? Why doesn't he gain control of his limbs and body?
He was sick of riding. He wanted to get out and run.
How much of his body was run over by the time you got up
So
there?
I run up there.
What do you mean get up there? Isn't this a stroller? Aren't you pushing it?
Yeah, I'm pushing it, but it's a really long one because it's the 2-seater, so I can't really see him, and it's got a sun visor for him, so like the sun isn't just beating down on him. So I can't see this happening, and I just hear him start to cry. So I stop the stroller, come around, and he's not in the fucking seat.
So he was fully underneath
He's fully
the
under
stroller, face in the snow.
face in the snow.
Makes it so much better.
And I
You're
was
like 2 steps away from just walking on him.
right. I genuinely was, and I was pushing hard because it was in the snow, and it's tough to push a stroller
Got a
through
big
snow.
rock here.
But really, I was just fucking dragging him.
Hey,
Hold
got a
on,
speed
kids.
bump
Got a
coming,
little bit of a
kids.
speed bump.
Yeah, but then it's all fun and games. But then I pick him up from under the stroller. His whole face is covered in blood.
Oh,
And I was like, oh my
Wait,
God.
what?
I killed him. I cracked his skull open, whatever. I don't know what happens. He's just covered in blood all over his face. So I grab him. I grab my other kid. I take the dog off the leash. I just leave the stroller and I run back to the house to try to figure
How
out
far away from the house were you?
a block.
Oh, okay, not bad.
So why didn't you just look at his face and diagnose whether or not he was dying or not?
Well, I didn't know if it was like coming. It was everywhere. I didn't know if it was coming from his head. I didn't know if he broke his nose. I didn't know what it was. And so I get into the house because I got to get him washed off to figure out where the blood's coming from.
Also smart. You don't want to be standing on the side of the road when someone drives by and your kid's full of blood.
Yeah.
No, shove that
And-
kid's face in your shoulder and run.
Yeah. Well, I had to have both of them. I had 2 kids.
and a dog.
So, and the dog, I was like, if he makes it to the house, great. If
I'm
not,
gonna
I don't give a
report you
fuck.
for having an unleashed dog, by the way.
Please. Get to the house, wash him off. Thankfully, he just scraped the shit out of the top of his nose, and it was nothing. Bent in the side of his cheek a little, but his cheek wasn't bleeding. But you'd swear that kid has got more oxygen and iron or whatever it is in your body that makes you bleed a bunch because he looked like a WWE wrestler that splattered a blood
Well,
packet
he
on
must
his
have
face.
just hit a vein.
Yeah.
He probably did hit a vein.
Yep.
I would know. Big vein guy.
Yep. And meanwhile, the older one, and he was being sweet. But
Wait, time out. This is the younger one?
This is the 1-year-old. Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking
Oh, that
this
makes more sense. I thought you were talking about like this 8-year-old that you have. That just fucking slizzard out of there.
No,
I thought it was the young or the older one.
I did the whole time.
No, so it was the younger one.
Why would you put the younger one
Yeah.
out of your view?
That's because that's the seat for the younger one. He absolutely would not have fit in the
Terrible
back seat.
design.
And the back seat doesn't
What do
have.
you mean he doesn't fit?
There's no tray in the back, and the belt doesn't fit around his waist because he weighs more than his 3-year-old brother.
So
Well, that sounds like a dietary issue between the parents. I don't know.
Sure. Either way, he is too big for the strap, and there's no tray in the back seat to hold him in. So I'm going to put the one with body control in the spot with no tray.
Well, but you also didn't have vigilant eyeballs on him.
Right. And I know
Sounds like
this
you-
now.
Yeah. I think next time what you need to do.
I'm just not going to go for a walk.
Oh, okay.
We're going to play in the yard.
Yeah, it's probably play baby beer darts.
Yeah.
play beer darts with them.
Mm-hmm.
Juice boxes.
It
You
can't. He's not going to bleed any more than he did scraping his
No.
fucking face on the ground under the stroller.
So, do you think he's going to grow up with trauma because of this?
No, he was fine. And like, so one thing that was reassuring, he had stopped crying before we even got to the house. So I'm like, wow.
Did you? Because how I would feel, because nothing's worse than overreacting to something, and then later being like, "Oh God, the stuff that I said and did in that moment." of
Yeah, I'm with
overreaction
you.
is
I'm with
so
you.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like I look back to when COVID first hit, of like the precautions we were all taking that just turned out to be such overkill.
I hadn't washed my hands that much in my entire
That's what,
life.
yeah, right. It's
Our
like
skin was peeling off
Yeah,
his hands. They're so
especially
dry.
in North Dakota, right when it hit. COVID wasn't even in Fargo for like
A month.
2 weeks or a month afterwards, and we're all acting like it's running
Yeah.
rampant.
Wiping down groceries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are going to the grocery store with like the shit on their head with like 6 feet of like it's just.
Yeah.
But even yourself, you're like, God, I even overreacted there, and
I
I
know.
was trying not to overreact.
Right.
So did you after the dust/smoke settled? a little
Blood
on the
settled.
scenario.
Blood settled,
After
yeah.
the blood thinned out and washed off the concrete, did you a little bit feel like overreacted a little bit?
Yes and no. I should have realized, like, if he would have, because my initial gut reaction, like, oh, I split his head open. If that would have been the case, he'd have got knocked out. You know, I should have known ahead, like it was a
Well, there would have been brains everywhere.
yes. But I don't think I did or said anything too outrageous.
Not one cuss word.
I did say, oh fuck, buddy, I'm sorry. And then I kind of went into a little bit of coach mode after I got him off the ground because I needed so we ran halfway back. And
I would have loved to have been a drop of blood on the concrete for this. Just observing.
Yep. Well, I got halfway back to the house and realized I didn't grab the garage opener out of the
So
stroller.
I'm saying like that, not even that a little bit was like, okay, I should have brought the stroller.
Yeah, well, my first instinct is just get him back as fast as possible, and pushing the stroller that just caused the incident wasn't on top of mine.
And so he's got both kids in arms and but he's trying to pull back the stroller. He looks like Michael Scott dragging the wheelchair down the aisle at Phyllis's wedding after the dad stands up and he's just being a piece of shit.
Makes a scene.
Yeah. Well, that's what Tyler would have looked like trying to bring the stroller and two kids under arm.
Yep.
One step at a time up the stairs.
Well, so what I ended up doing is I just set the 3-year-old down. I was like, go get the garage opener, buddy. Go get it. And he ran back and got it.
Did he look both ways before crossing the road?
No roads to cross.
Oh, thank God.
But
he was also in survival mode.
he
knew what was
executed
going on.
everything perfectly until we got to the house. And he was so annoyingly helpful. He grabbed every fucking towel in the house and brought it to me. He found every Band-Aid in the house.
The way it sounds like that he had a limb amputated is what you did make it seem like to him.
I'm telling you, hairline to chin was blood.
You did run him
But the
over
reason
and
why it was
drain-
more
I know.
bloody is because when blood mixes with water, it spreads out pretty quick and makes it look. And the snow probably was what caused that.
Yeah, well, so the gash on his nose was pretty fucking deep, and it didn't stop bleeding for quite a while.
Is he getting stitches?
No, he didn't need stitches. Sent a picture to mom, former nurse, so she said no go on the stitches.
It's the mistress from earlier in the story.
She's a former nurse.
Yeah, Becca used to be a nurse.
Yeah, right when Tyler started at You Betcha.
Why is she no longer a nurse?
She didn't like it.
Oh, I've never heard that. I've never heard a nurse not
Be a nurse.
Well,
be
it's
a
like-
nurse anymore.
A lot of it too is like we had a kid, and I worked shitty hours at the news. She worked shitty hours at the hospital, so it's like one of us is gonna have to switch. And then I got the job with you, which was normal hours and paid more than her nursing gig.
Oh,
So it's like
all right.
she steps back
It's
from
just one of those. I didn't know that.
The chicken and the egg scenario.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Anyways, let's
Yeah.
glaze over that.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, your kid probably thought that it was the apocalypse.
Yeah, the 3-year-old thought his little brother was dying. He really did.
Calm, cool, and collected though.
Yeah, he did help. I'm glad it wasn't the opposite. Like he was being a little fuckhead. Like, Dad, pay attention to me during this. Instead, he brought me everything that I didn't need. But it was sweet, I guess. And when the dust settled, it was like, thanks for helping, buddy.
So, how long did you have to do chest compressions on your kid?
No
for this?
no chest
Oh, okay.
compressions
I
necessary.
didn't know if CPR was necessary. You made it sounds pretty bad.
Did the dog make it back?
Yep, he followed us right away.
Now, typically, if I get into a situation like that, I get pissed off, and I usually divert that over like maybe to my dog.
Mm.
I just need
You
something.
need an outlet.
I
Yep.
need an outlet. I usually yell at.
Yeah, it's
her.
not even like if the dog's bark. It's like, look at it. Something else. Don't look at this.
Yeah. Yeah. If she's like an inch in front of me when I'm telling her to heel, I get fucking pissed off.
Yep.
So I try and divert it over to something else. I'm glad you didn't do that because the dog didn't do anything.
If I diverted it to anyone, I diverted it to myself. You look in the mirror like, you fucking piece of shit. And that was it. I was pretty hard on myself about it. I mean, rightfully so. I drug my kid underneath
How far you think you drug him?
Kid?
couple feet.
But I mean, objectively, the kid squiggled out of there.
Yeah. I mean, we should have not have gone for a walk when the sidewalks were covered in snow. So like it was like probably I would say 70-30. 70% of the sidewalk was good, perfect, good to go, no problems with the concrete. And that 30% was the last 30. And that's where the issues happened.
So I think I got a solution so that you can still walk when there's snow on the ground. Get one of those fucking baby carriers that go on the front of you.
Mhm.
One on the front, one on the back.
No, I genuinely, because like
Even weight distribution.
the 3-year-old's going to be
Yeah.
fine. I could just use the 1-seater stroller and then have the 1-year-old strapped to me.
Your 3-year-old, I've seen him. He's got some get up to him.
Yeah. So
So what's the deal with the 2 stroller system?
So it's because the back seat, it's easy to get in and out of, so he can hop out and walk when he wants, and then hop back on really easy.
Could he have done similar to what I used to do as a kid on the shopping cart? That on the 1-seater, he just jumps on the side.
Mm-hmm. He does that quite often.
So I'm thinking that we maybe need to have the 2-seater thing recalled. We need to call the company.
Yeah.
Company.
What is it? It had to have been fucking Little Tykes. We're gonna
Price.
call them Fisher Price.
Yeah.
Little Tykes.
It might actually be Fisher Price.
We're gonna call Fisher and Price both.
Mhm.
Class action.
We're gonna find some other people that also have had
Kids run over.
You just love
strapping
litigation.
issues, and we're gonna litigate this thing. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one piece of litigation I like getting caught up in, because it's a cause that I've believed in now for the last 10 minutes.
Well, because they're obviously they're not inclusive to large babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Large 1-year-olds.
Oh, so you don't make strollers for fat ass babies?
That's not very nice of you.
Just skinny little runts?
Well, at least give me like the airport treatment. Give me a seatbelt extender.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Did it come out of the box with a seatbelt extender?
No idea.
Do you have
No.
Very
No, for legal-
I know, but if we're gonna get caught up in litigation, we need to know the truth.
We
I
Yeah, we
actually
get
we
that
got
box.
we got the stroller from another couple friend whose
God,
kids
that
outgrew it.
absolutely eliminates all of your life. You have no case now.
I know.
Thrown out.
I know.
We could have owned Fisher Price by the end of this.
both of them.
Yeah.
But now we just have a kid with his split with a half a head and another kid with lifelong trauma.
hmm
And a dog who is just lost in life.
Yeah.
He doesn't
He's
know.
back.
He
He's
doesn't know
fine.
who his family is anymore because they
And-
don't care about him.
And
I really
honestly,
didn't give
people
a fuck
probably
if he made
troll.
it back.
Because you don't appreciate dogs. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You just said you take your anger out on your dog.
That is something that, as a objective observer, is that a objective observer of people who own dogs before they have children? They think the dog is their life, and then they have a child, and then they realize that the dog is just a dog. I've tend to seen that happen.
I agree with that, except I didn't really think he was my life before.
Yeah, but
He's Becca's dog.
That's
Not
more of
mine.
a priority thing too.
Yeah.
When when you don't have kids, you don't have anything else to look after.
Yeah, you treat the dog like a dog.
hmm
Well, some people treat them like kids, but
Right.
it is it sleeps on the floor. It's a floor animal.
Right.
Animals sleep on the ground all the time.
Never thought of that.
that they sleep on the floor. Well, usually it's the ground, not the floor. They usually don't have heated homes.
So when you bring them inside, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you bring a dog inside, they then sleep.
They
still
actually
on the ground.
probably are more uncomfortable sleeping on something comfortable.
Yeah, no,
Because-
typically they
my
sleep on
dog
like the hardwood.
hates his dog bed.
It's too hot.
Yeah, he's never slept on that thing once. He lays on the freaking air vents in the summer because it blows out cool air.
Nothing's better than a guy talking about pets who doesn't have one.
you brought it up.
And
Same thing
that's-
with kids.
And in that
Yeah.
same vein, what did Becca say? I imagine, because I'm trying to put, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. I'm trying to walk a block in your shoes.
I ran.
And well, no, initially you walked a
Mhm.
block in your shoes and then proceeded to try and murder your child. And I'm trying to put myself in your shoes and in that scenario. And I think if Anne came back after 7 days and our kid had a giant fucking scuff on the face, she would be like, and it would sting a lot. She'd be like, well, I guess what did I expect?
Those are hard words to hear.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's not even a like, oh God, that is bad, or I'm just glad everyone's okay. I think her response would just be like, I mean, I figured something like this was
Yeah.
happening.
Well, that's kind of like
Par
a
for the
one and
course.
done situation too. The odds of that happening again are probably 0.
Yeah.
So Becca can't get into that situation. You can be like,
I know,
see what
it's
happened?
tough.
See, you did it too.
She does
Yeah.
have leverage over you now. And
Actually-
that's what marriage, I'm finding, is all about, is you must maintain leverage
And
over this
litigation.
person.
Yeah.
You must keep score. You must
Yep.
hold leverage over their head. And you must constantly have the high ground.
Well,
Because as soon as you give up the high ground, it's over.
I think she's silently saving the leverage because she was almost annoyingly cool about it. I'm sitting
Oh
here
yeah, she
beating me up,
secretly liked it.
and like what?
That's why she was silent about it. She secretly liked that you that happened to you,
'Cause
so
she
now
has
she can
leverage.
hold
Oh
it
no,
over you.
she was like being really nice to
Thanks,
me about
Jared.
it, and I'm beating myself up, right? And I just like,
You kicked the shit out
Well-
of yourself.
yeah, I was just literally just fucking punching myself in the face.
Well, Tyler's like, well, if that happened to you, that's gonna happen to me too. So Jack, grab onto my ankle, drag me through the concrete.
Drag me to the stroller.
Eye for an eye really is what we should be discussing.
Becca, get the stroller.
Let's get him in a stroller
Yep.
and let's run him. No, let's put him on the front of a car.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Apples to apples.
Drive, slam on the brakes, tie his hands behind his back, scrape his face all up. Then you can know what your kid went through.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we won't stop
and
until
that
you
would have
start
made
crying.
and that would have made me feel better because I felt like I fucked up as dad and I needed someone to yell at me, so I'm like, oh, I got what I deserved. But no, everyone was super chill about it.
Well, I think the reason why, and the same reaction that I had when I asked you, do you feel like you overreacted? It's I think you might have overreacted.
I mean, in hindsight, yeah, but before
You also didn't know how severe it was.
Right. Once I found out that it was just nose scratches, like, yeah, I overreacted, but I didn't know what it was. Like I'm not exaggerating how much blood was on his face. It was chin to head. And it's just like, you see that much blood on a 1-year-old face, you freak out a little.
I just think like this is. I'm not saying you were wrong. I'm saying my first instinct I think would have been to like, well, what's how bad is it?
Yeah.
Rather than
That was, and I was like,
blood, grab him, let's go. Go get the garage door opener. Your brother's life depends on it. It's like, yeah.
my first reaction was, how bad is it? We got to get to the house to find
I
out.
don't, what's at the house?
Water.
Did you leave your eyeballs at the house?
I needed to wash the blood off, and I wasn't going to use the dirty snow that I had just cut his face
Yeah,
up
give him a
with.
face wash.
Yeah. There had to been some puddles around.
Yeah, insult to injury. Hey, I know you're hurting. Here's some fucking snow to your dome. Let me wash
It
that
might-
off quick.
Might have numbed it though.
Maybe.
Might have numbed it for a time.
But like, as I said, when I getting to the house, he's already done crying, and I start to relax. I'm like, all right, he's not dying.
I just find that so it's like, because I'm trying to imagine if you were in like the woods and someone got attacked by a bear, you would just immediately throw them on your back and just sprint out of the woods.
Well, if they got attacked by a bear, first I would look for their injuries, and if I couldn't find them underneath all the blood, I would find something to clean the blood up with. But since I was
Well, no,
conveniently
you would
close,
throw them on your back and sprint back to the cabin.
what if they bled out before I got back? If we were only a block away from the cabin, then yes, you're right.
Well, that's maybe a good point.
What if you forgot the keys though?
Then I would send my kid back to go get them and continue on to the.
Why are you going to a walk in the woods with bears with your kid? That seems irresponsible, Tyler.
I don't know.
Did you pull the classic like you accidentally hurt your kid and then you're like, okay, you can punch me in the nuts. Okay, you can,
Like you
can
used to
hit
do with
me.
your brother.
Yeah.
You'd like accidentally like hit your brother a little too hard, and you're like, "Don't tell mom. Just you can hit me even harder. Free shot. Just do it. Do it."
And then they do it a little too hard, and you want to fucking hit them again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was too hard.
Now I get one.
Yeah.
You didn't pull any of that?
No, I didn't.
So, okay. We'll kind of wrap up this portion of the podcast here with maybe a thought-provoking thing for you, Tyler. Use this as the origin story for your new cause. This is what people do. They let's I was just in Hawaii, right? So people get their arm eaten off by a shark. So then they use that to go and speak. They're like, because I got my arm eaten off by this shark, I am now going to go give motivational speeches to high schools across the nation. It's like, or you could just get that arm repaired and just continue surfing.
Right.
And live a life that you maybe actually enjoy. But that being said, you could go around and talk to parents about the importance of seatbelts and strollers.
And I think it starts right here on this podcast.
I think this is your platform, Tyler. So
if they don't fit in the belt, don't put them in the stroller.
Well, no. You gotta first bring them in and make them almost cry. So I want we're going to end this segment with you retelling your story
Okay.
in the lens that I need you to make us cry.
One day you find someone you love, and you and that person that you love make someone that you love even more, which you didn't think was even possible. And you're at it alone. You're taking the new love of your life for a walk. Innocent. You're just trying to put some joy in their life. And that joy is taken from you in a second by 2 inches of snow and 4 inches of blood.
Is 2 and 4 inches a lot?
It's a ton. It's the most.
Which one is a lot? Are they both a lot?
So 2 inches. 2 inches is a lot.
Average?
No.
Oh.
2 inches is a lot.
lot?
And
Okay.
4
Sick.
inches is like 4 inches is like a record.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
that much
Let's
blood
go.
and snow. Should I keep going?
No, I think I cried a little at the beginning, and I am now motivated by the 2 to 4 inches.
Good.
Yeah, I
So there
can't
we
get my
go.
head on it. I can't get my
I'll buy a stroller from you.
Okay.
Sell me the stroller.
Sell me the stroller.
Let's play this episode.
There we go. I'm moved.
Well, he's
You?
got a stroller to sell you. He's the one that he ran his kid over with.
Yeah, it's up for sale.
Okay, good. I was going to ask to borrow that down the road, but I'm not going to anymore.
It's blood.
It's a death stroller. What do you mean? Why would you
Deathstroller.com.
Yep.
Get it. Demand.
get the domain?
I'm
He's-
on it.
All right, we're gonna take a break and keep it rolling. Tyler, Turkey Week.
Turkey week.
Little. That's not bad.
I got great.
Let's hear your best turkey call.
That was good.
The beginning half was questionable.
I saw a thing about turkey calls that made me feel great about my turkey calling. Turkeys are like humans. Each one has a different voice. So if you don't sound exactly like the people on TV turkey calling, that's fine. No, 2 turkeys sound alike.
They all stink.
As long as you get the cadence down and the pitch is right, you're good to go.
Right, but if you heard a robot trying to speak like a human, you would know it was a robot.
Turkeys are
Even
dumb.
though it's different than another person's voice.
Turkeys are stupid and humans are smart.
They are still kind of smart.
You know,
though.
No,
They
they're
can
actually
detect-
people
Hey,
get that confused. Turkeys
You know
are
why?
not smart.
You know
They're
why?
just scared of everything.
You know why turkeys are dumb and humans are smart? Because humans buy Mossberg firearms.
Yeah, baby.
If turkeys were smart, they would also get a firearm
Which
to
would-
protect
to shoot
themselves.
Which would
bass.
make turkey hunting way more of an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it wouldn't be turkey hunting; it would be turkey war.
Turkey war.
So I'm a little bit happy that they don't have the mental capacity to understand to go to Mossberg.com and pick themselves up a shotgun.
Have you ever heard of the Great Australian Emu War?
No, love to
Australia
hear about it.
Australia lost a war to the emus, which are like basically big ostrich birds.
Oh yeah.
And you know why they lost? It's because they didn't have
they had
Mossbergs.
Mossbergs.
No,
I thought the
the
ostrich.
humans didn't.
What's the plural ostrich?
Ostri.
No.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth.
I think it's ostrich.
Osties.
Plural of
Ostrich.
It's like moose and meese. It's like ostrich and ostrich.
Ostriches.
It's ostrich.
That is a fun story, though,
Ostriches.
if you ever want to read it up on it.
So
Ostriches.
the ostriches had a herd of ostriches had Mossberg guns and defeated the Australians.
Yes.
About 12 didn't it? About a dozen.
I bet though. Yeah, wait.
It was
Say-
emus. Emus?
Emus.
Umus.
Emus.
Ume. Ume.
Oh, plural is emus. Emu? A wee wee. Anyways, the moral of the story is always have a Mossberg firearm on you at all times, unless that's not cool with where you're at.
Unless firearms are banned at wherever you
Yeah,
are.
then it's just safe to you're safe from emus.
It's called a mob. A mob of emus.
That is so sick.
That's
Well, of
badass.
course they lost. They were fighting the mob.
They didn't just lose
No one
one.
has beaten the mob. They still haven't.
It's like Peaky Blinders.
Well, I mean,
lost, like,
Tyler,
twice.
terrible example. They're fighting the mob. No, I bet they would if they went to Mossberg.com, picked themselves up a nice old thing, just like you're going to do, going turkey hunting, not turkey warring.
Yes.
They're all straight.
I am going to be a little nervous now, though, that one of the turkeys might pull Mossberg out on me.
Just pull this little MC2 9
Yeah.
milli on you.
Mm-hmm.
What I would, if I were to go turkey hunting, I think what I'd do is I'd maybe pull a little bit of The Patriot. If you guys remember that movie, where he just
Yeah, great movie.
he preloaded some muskets on trees throughout the woods.
Yeah.
Aim
Yeah.
small, miss
Sprinted
small.
from tree. I would have Mossbergs locked and loaded at every tree in the woods.
Yeah. The 11 round shotguns, though,
Yeah.
that we got.
11 rounders. So and I got 10 of them. So I got 111 rounds. Can you imagine peppering a
110
turkey
rounds.
with 111 rounds?
Ground meat.
110 rounds.
You have ground turkey.
Here on turkey.
110 rounds.
10
Yeah.
rounds. I had to do the math quick, but
111. I'll reload one.
That extra one
Only
is in his
one.
single barrel under over.
Yeah. I think Mossberg should sell musket.
That was our original bit.
it's probably in the works right now.
I think that we got it.
I mean, they've been around for over 100 years.
And they're gonna
there
call,
probably was
they're
one.
literally gonna call it the Patriot Mossberg.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Go to mossberg.com. All right, this is a special edition of YBR. I had to call the squad into the studio because of a special circumstance.
It's emergency delegation.
Yeah, it's an emergency roundtable here.
Mhm.
I'm in the fight of my life against voles, and they have decided to call every vole they know and moved into my lawn over the winter. They ate every inch of grass that I have, and I couldn't be a more anti-vole guy right now. As you can see, I'm getting a little sweaty. I'm getting a little worked up. Last summer, and you remember this, at the peak August, early September, it was like I was bragging about how good my
Yes,
lawn
you were,
looked.
and it was phenomenal.
I would like to preface for people that Myles is not mad against fans of the Tennessee College Volunteers,
Good disclaimer.
VOLES,
the little
Like-
mice fuckers.
like mole, but vole.
Yeah, that's
So basically, they're like moles, but from what I understand, they don't. Moles dig holes.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! This is incredible right now. The moles dig holes. Voles dig they burrow into your grass and
Yep.
eat your grass and make these pathways in your grass and eat it. And
It's like Caddyshack.
but on steroids, as white people would say.
in the white. Yeah, in the,
Yeah, it's on
The white
peptides.
community,
Yeah,
they call it
in the
steroids.
lifting community, they call them anabolics.
Yes, anabolic steroids. And I mean, we're talking. The best way to describe it is if you took the texture of a human brain and put it in the grass. That's what it looks
Yeah.
like. It looks like a giant grass brain. And I'm talking. So my dad, he's been around the block a couple times.
Yeah, a couple 2-tree.
He's 63 now. And I was telling him, like, I got voles. Because when I first saw it, it was just a little melted patch. I was like, ugh. Because the year before, I had just a small patch in my yard. Voles, manageable. I can look the other way at that patch.
Yeah.
So I thought I had another patch similar. So I tell my dad about it. He's like, oh, yeah, that'll happen. I showed him the photo that's on our Instagram. Well, yeah, on the video. He said, I've never seen vole damage like that in all 63 years.
chest.
I haven't. Yeah,
I thought that was going to be the moment he had a stroke.
I don't even think you can find a picture that bad on Google.
I tried to. Can't.
You could potentially be the first hit photo on Google.
I think you should submit them to the voles Wikipedia page.
Oh, there you go.
No, I want to take down the voles Wikipedia page.
Extinct.
I would like to extinct the voles.
So
That's maybe extreme, but
my wife's grandparents, my grandparent in-laws, they had vole problems a couple winters ago. And what he did was he like dug a couple small holes around the yard. And there's this device that you can like place down in there. And it gives off like almost like a silent ringing noise to keep the voles away. And it has worked ever since.
I need this magical device.
Or you get an electric, like one of those hidden electric fences for dogs put around your yard, and you get a cat, and you just have a cat that lives in your yard, and it will eat all the voles.
Okay, I'm liking these so far. Well, I like that one better because it results in the voles being exterminated
Yeah.
rather than just kept at bay.
Yeah. There are a couple options to keep snow off of your lawn throughout the entire winter. Flamethrower being one of them.
Flamethrower would be good. Yeah.
You
And
could also,
grass does grow back really well after a burn.
Yeah.
yes.
So-
You could also put,
We'll do a controlled burn.
yeah, like a heated driveway. Just do that underneath of your grass.
Yeah, like Lambeau Field.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
So then what you can do?
I bet Lambeau Field doesn't have vole problems.
No, God
Guarantee it.
no. Nope. What you could do is sit up on your top patio right outside your door with your little Red Ryder and fucking pick those fuckers
Yeah.
off as they come in.
Little BB gun.
Wouldn't it be a hilarious prank though if we did bring some voles to Lambeau?
Oh my God. That would
I think.
remember when
felony?
when Auburn and versus Alabama like rivalry that someone like poisoned the like Auburn's trees or
Oh yeah.
what was was it Alabama's trees or Auburn's
Auburn's
trees?
trees. It's something corner. Tumor's corner.
They burned them. Get it? Auburn.
Oh.
Auburn. Got it.
No, that's what the Alabama fans said. They said, burn.
I thought you had a stroke there for a second.
I was waiting for the punchline.
I mean, that's what the equivalent would be.
Mm-hmm.
Releasing voles wild at Lambeau.
The frozen tundra.
Yeah.
So when did you discover this? Like today? Yes, a couple days ago.
It was yesterday.
What can you do about that?
I don't know.
What do who do you
That's
call?
where
Like killing the voles is one thing. How do you fix your current lawn?
So,
Well, the voles are gone, dude.
yeah, they're gone now. So now it's like I have to prep all summer and fall to get ready to beat the voles next winter. So, but it's like when Jim convinces Dwight that he's a vampire, and Dwight goes like, "Good luck to Jim. He's on a quest now for eternity or whatever." That's how I feel. I am now on a quest. I now am on a journey to destroy them.
Well,
where do they
yeah.
go? If they're
They
gone
left.
now in the summer, where are they? They're just chilling at the neighbors? Where
Well,
do they go?
so I was doing a little research already. It seems that they like burrowing under stuff. So they like going underneath the snow and then eating the grass.
Mhm.
Where in the summer they go to like places where there's longer grass and stay in the longer grass.
Okay.
yeah.
And I got long grass on both sides of my property.
Yep. So they
So
were
I got
just
no
sitting
neighbors.
there. They were waiting for your snow all summer long.
You know the worst part about this whole thing? I can't stop thinking about the fact that this may be karma for not putting the house numbers up.
Oh man. Is it worse? Is it the worst next to the stone that's supposed to have them on there? Is that where the worst vole damage
It's
is?
where I was at when
Oh no.
and I wonder if it's the universe telling me, Myles, you should have got the house numbers up, or paid someone to put the house numbers up, or had your dad swing by.
Yeah. Or maybe, sell the house.
Yeah.
You could literally sell everything at this point.
what's the point of even having the house now?
It's cursed.
It's because if you sell the house, you're letting the voles win.
That is true. Fuck. Yeah. Quit saying the same stuff I'm saying.
Telepathy.
Yeah, I mean,
if they're in the long grass all summer, they're in there. Burn that shit.
yeah. Or just fire a few rounds off into them,
Just hope you
as
get
a
one.
warning
Yeah.
shot.
Mossberg 'em.
You could
But
also
throw in the neighborhood Facebook page, hey, I'm gonna be firing off a few rounds at the voles. And I've looked around. Some neighbors got some vole damage too, so I don't think they're gonna bat an eye at that.
No.
sure.
Do you maybe need to make a support group in your neighborhood along with that Facebook group?
Well,
Against
so
the voles.
when I post the video today, it seems like it's a bad year for everyone. There's been a lot of people who said that they've got some damage as well. And so I'm thinking we need to just broaden the horizons and just do like a Midwest vole support group
Yeah.
of sorts.
Oh, but they also say everything is good for something. That's a reason it's on this earth, right? Like mosquitoes serve a purpose, but I'm trying to run through my head what purpose
Well,
these
there's
voles.
a lot of people are saying that it's good aeration for the lawn, but I just don't know if I can buy it at this point.
But it's also not like you don't want that aeration yet. You'd rather do aeration on your own time.
It's
You'd
a
rather do it yourself.
It's a 1.5-year-old lawn. It didn't need to be aerated
It
like
attacked your toddler lawn.
that. It did.
Did you cut your grass short before it snowed?
No, that's another thing my dad told me.
Yep. Because I typically cut that shit down to like half an inch.
Yeah. You got to scalp it at the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
And my yard was already scalped, so it didn't even matter.
Oh, that's what I do.
Well, it would have helped.
That's what I'm doing next year. I'm fucking bringing that shit down to the dirt.
We're talking like a green.
We're talking 1/8 of an inch of grass left.
Yeah.
Big middle finger.
Or just tear all the grass out and then put new sod down every
Every year.
Best lawn on the block every year.
Every year.
Not a bad option
That's
either.
not a bad option.
No.
Jared.
So is that I mean,
But then
Maybe
you're
I
just
could-
feeding
maybe-
them. You're enabling
Maybe
them
I could
then.
just do a deal with whoever the sod company is, and I can just get pre-made sheets. So they come in like the little strips,
Yeah.
but just roll up a giant, just one piece of sod in the shape of what I need.
They've got like a mock
Yeah.
at the nursery for the sod. They have a mock your backyard.
Yeah,
So they're just growing the perfect sheet for it all year.
yeah.
Yeah.
It says not for sale.
Yep.
exactly.
It's not a bad idea. It's got to be repairable in some sense.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to make some phone calls. Maybe see if there's a company out there that's got some sort of miracle device. Maybe some miracle.
That'll help it grow or
Yeah.
Yeah. If only I had some extra simple on solutions. I mean, that's probably what did me in. I made the grass so delicious
Yeah.
that it just ate it all.
And mine wasn't delicious, so I don't have vole problems.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
fucking
that
burnt.
if that ain't the truth.
mine's filled with dog piss. So they weren't
Yeah.
eating my grass.
Yeah.
Maybe dog piss deters them. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get a dog.
get a
No.
dog.
Don't have time. But I guess I didn't have time to be dealing with this vole shit either.
Yeah. Because, look at the work you got on your hands now.
I know.
Maybe
I know.
the voles did it because they don't want you to ever put the house numbers up. You're never going to have time for that now.
That is true. I mean, I think I said I get one summer project a year, and now
It's the same one.
This is
as last year.
non-negotiable.
what?
You got to decide to either have the same project as last year, the house numbers, or fix the vole situation.
Exactly.
No, you have to fix the vole situation. That's priority number one.
Yeah, so now it's another year out for house numbers.
So 2024, you'll get those bad boys up.
Well,
That's your summer.
Depending on, I may have there may be a tornado that comes through my neighborhood in the winter of 2024, and then I got to deal with the repair there. And
Winter
Ain't nobody
tornado.
got time for that.
yeah, you know the bad winter tornadoes that happen.
You could also go the green paint route. You could just spray paint your whole yard green.
Yeah, you know how like you were asking me about a concrete patch for your sidewalk.
Yeah.
Is there like a grass patch? Maybe I'll call the sod company and just tell them to give me spaghetti strips of grass, and I'll just lay them in all of the maze.
Yeah.
I'll lay sod down just in the things that they ate.
Yeah. Little sod noodles.
Yeah, I'll have Ann do that, actually. That seems like a good Ann summer project while I work on the house numbers.
Yeah,
all
you gotta get
summer.
that flower pots filled too. You need about 862 more bags of potting
Yeah,
soil.
yeah. So
I wanna
just-
look at the story.
I needed to
again.
come on here and vent and also see if anyone's got actually any real fixes. Because now it's good. I got to go into prevention mode for next year because the damage is done. I can't do anything about it. It's like I imagine this is what they feel like in the alcoholic community of the little like serenity prayer or saying whatever of like I can't change the past, but I can only change my future. That's what this feels like.
Yeah.
But in the vole community.
I think I may have a piece of practical advice for you. Yeah, you guys ever seen those big like drum wheels that you fill with water, and then you basically just like run them over top of your lawn to level
Like
everything
tamping
out?
it, yeah.
Almost tamping it. I think you need one of those. You got to get that baby leveled out. Once it's leveled out, I mean, I don't foresee the grass dying.
It might.
No, well,
If they ate the roots out.
But
they
here's
say,
the
a
thing.
lot of people say that. So I had a little bit of vole damage last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the spot
Yeah.
instead of the lawn this year.
Yeah.
The spot. It by the end of the summer, it had filled in, but it took 2/3 of the summer to grow back.
Yeah.
So this may be, maybe I should. This is the summer where I, like put sand in there and like level everything. You know, like you see the lawn tubers doing.
Yep.
Maybe I just strip my lawn down to zero.
I've considered it. We could piggyback weekends.
What's your day rate?
You let me see how long it takes me to do my own, and then
It's $1,000 an acre.
and then I'll double that.
He doesn't go by the hour. He goes by the acre.
Per the total project?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
How many-
$500 for a
Because I gotta get one of that.
$500 for you to fix my whole lawn. Done.
Yeah, I'll pay that in a heartbeat. I do have to get one of those for my lawn, so I can bring it over. If you want me, I can. We could try it.
Yeah, it can be like a fun Saturday. We can go golf in the morning.
Yeah,
Then we can just roll the lawn in the afternoon.
yeah.
Anne'll think we are fucking joking. She'll think it's a prank.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you borrow the roller for the greens after you're done golfing? They have a roller that they roll the greens out to keep them level.
Not a bad idea.
That thing you can at least ride on.
Could get
Oh,
green
yeah.
roller.
I'll talk to the club.
Yeah. But we probably want to do it in the morning when it's a little damp, because then it'll.
Yep.
If it dries out, then it won't level out as good.
Also, watch out for your sprinklers.
Yes, that's a big one.
I mean,
My
sprinklers are fine.
underground.
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. Maybe not anymore.
You guys are speaking like two guys that don't have sprinklers, honestly.
Yeah.
I have sprinklers.
So
Do you have sprinklers?
I do. Yeah.
Oh.
Are the voles actually eating the grass, or are they just burrowing?
I don't know.
I think I want to
think
see.
it's a combination.
I have about zero vole experience.
Jared, can you look up? Do voles eat grass?
Do voles eat?
Because if they don't, then the wheel of fortune.
All I know is that it is horrible.
Okay, they do. They eat grass and roots. That's
It's horrible.
Mhm.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
holy volley.
Holy volley. I don't know. If I have to be, no one's raising any awareness of voles, by the way.
Yeah. This
There-
is the first
If I
time I've
have
heard
to
of
be
any
the
vole damage.
champion to take down voles and how it's no one's bringing them down a notch. They're just running around underneath the snow in the winter,
Yeah.
snooty, snobby, sons of bitches. And I'm sick of it.
Well, to think that a little 2 ounce little fat bucktooth little fucker,
Bullshit motherfucking vole.
little cocksucker, to think that they can be that destructive it's alarming. It really is.
In my lawn, guys, it's almost like the voles were like, guys, this will be hilarious if we get every square inch of this lawn.
Yeah.
It's almost comical how much food they ate. We're talking about.
You're keeping an entire species alive.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, these guys ate good. They ate like kings this winter.
What if you came home and they were all just chilling in your basement?
So I saw one in my garage this winter. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I should have known then. But what could I do at that point?
Yeah,
Nothing.
you could do anything. You could try to shovel the yard off. But
So now I gotta start doing the research. I gotta start putting the work in to figure out how to take down the voles. So guys, welcome to the anti-vole squad because we are it, and we will.
this is
win.
like this will be like the Amityville horror.
That was a good one, actually. You only changed one letter. That's
I know.
good.
Oh, what?
This is actually
The Amityville horror,
Amityville horror. It's actually a scary movie where all the voles
based
die.
on a true story, haunted house story.
What is the real?
It's a horror.
Amityville.
Amityville.
Oh,
Amityville.
I don't know it. God, didn't know it.
Good one by me.
That was good.
Stumped him checking mate.
All I know is the Tennessee Volunteers better watch the fuck out in winter 2024.
You couldn't be a bigger Alabama guy this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Jokes
Roll
on,
fucking tide.
jokes on Tennessee this next year.
Yep. So welcome to the anti-vole squad, guys.
Feels good.
Yeah,
Feels good to hate something.
it does a little
Yep.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I don't want to say it, but I think I have the eye of the tiger right now.
Yeah, the eye of the feline.
That's what they would say in the zoo community. And so I'm about to do some research. I'm about to ask ChatGPT so many fucking questions about voles.
Yeah.
And it's probably at one point it's going to have to return an answer that says, "Now I would never promote killing an animal,
Yeah.
but if you were in my shoes,
Yeah.
we'll see what it has to say."
Well, that's your decision.
So, yeah, really that's it, guys. And I hope that all the listeners can also take up our cause, and all the You Betcha Radio listeners are now part of the anti-vole squad.
Mhm.
Anti-Vole Squad's that could
It
be
kind
our
of
shirt.
rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, we could maybe do a Patreon t-shirt like that.
Good. Or
Anti-Vole
just,
Squad.
or just a regular t-shirt.
Or
Yeah.
a regular tee.
Anti-vole squad.
Should we have a moment of silence for your lawn?
We could.
It's not dead, Jared. It's
no,
not
it's
gone.
fucking done this year.
No,
it's
it's not.
over. I can't win.
It's not gone yet. You got to hang on.
Let's have a moment of silence. Okay. Gone too soon. Gone too soon.
Year and a half. Short life.
All
Looked a
right.
good one though. Looked good while it lasted.
Hey, day one of the rest of our lives here, guys. Anti-Vole squad.
AVS.
If I'm a betting man in Vegas, putting the money on us.
Yeah.
Mostly because our brain is like 1,000 times the size of
They
this.
got the
little
numbers,
pea brain
though.
fucking
They got a
vole.
lot of
Yeah.
numbers.
They do.
They might be a hive mind.
That is true. What if I got home and there was all the voles had combined with each other and it was like a giant human-sized vole made up of voles when I get back?
And
Yeah.
the first thing it does is looks at you and presses play on its phone, and it plays this podcast of you talking shit about voles.
Yeah, and then it
it's
just
game
starts
on.
fucking eating an entire one of my trees. It just has now evolved past grass because there's no grass left to
Yeah.
eat. It's just like you've seen those. Have you ever seen the tools that go on the end of like excavators that they just go to the top of the tree
Mhm.
and then they just go down it and it's just all the way gone? And
Yeah.
that's what it's gonna be like. Just tree after tree.
No, he's gonna dig straight underneath your house and he's gonna uplift your house.
And move it to the long grass where they're chilling for the summer.
Yeah.
You gotta move, Myles.
That's
You gotta move.
You can't move. We got to beat them.
We have to beat them. We can't move. Then they win. Then they win.
Give me a bucket hat and some Bill Murray dynamite, and I'll go Caddyshack on these fucking voles.
That's a good idea.
It's been done. It's been done.
That's what we'll do. We'll get a case of beer. We'll get a bunch of BB guns. And instead of playing beer darts, we'll play beer voles. You see a vole, you shoot on sight.
I do have a dart gun. Those are kind of
I have
fun.
a blow dart gun too.
Yeah. Stick one right in the neck.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Vole darts. Confirmed. You have to confirm the kill.
Yeah.
We got to get walkie-talkies, and we all need blow dart guns.
I do have a fire pit
Yeah.
too.
There we go.
We can have a ceremonious ceremony.
Hey, we can eat the voles for
No,
eating your lawn.
I don't
Actually, that's great payback.
Yeah.
That's great payback.
How about this? How about we kill the voles, and then we use them as fertilizer to regrow what they destroyed?
there we go. I like that much better. We'll grind them up,
Yeah.
dehydrate them, and then sprinkle them on the lawn.
Yeah.
So a little salt and pepper. I mean,
You could sell them online. You just tell people a lot of protein. CrossFit. You could sell them to CrossFit
yeah, there's
community. No
CrossFit
question.
gym not that far from your house. We'll just tell them that there's so much protein
Yeah.
in your grass
They're
that is
eating-
in these voles.
They're
now.
eating crickets and
Are they?
oh yeah, like cricket protein.
It would take us 3 weeks to convince the bodybuilding community that there's lots of protein in
Yeah.
voles.
Done. And that could be our new enemy.
And then, no, they'll come and take care of the voles for you. Be like, yeah, I got lots of them. You guys find them. You can eat them. I don't care.
Is it? No, what I want to do is I want to catch them by the tail. I'm going to tie their tail to a string and have them all lined up and then slowly lower them to their death. Is that diabolical?
How about you tie them to a hook?
Like
And you
over
use
a
'em as-
fire, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
boiling pot
Yeah.
or something.
Just let them. Just kind of.
Maybe if I can get some of my hand, I just was in Hawaii. Maybe I can get some hands on some lava. Maybe just
Some
dangle
lava
them
rock.
over some hot boiling lava.
You could use them as fish bait.
Yes, we
They
could.
yeah, actually northern good
This is
northern
getting
bait.
dark.
Yeah.
Now we're just
Well, look at what
torturing
they
these
fucking
animals.
did to his
No,
lawn, dude.
I'd kill him clean, headshot, done, burn pile, spread the ashes.
Get some lava overnighted to you.
Yeah. If I could get some liquid hot magma delivered to my door.
Liquid
Now,
hot
they're probably going to
magma.
not get it right to my door because I don't got any house numbers right now.
True.
But
You got to go pick up the liquid hot magma.
you
from
imagine
FedEx.
knocking on the neighbor's door and be like, hi, I have your liquid hot magma. It's like when they bring the fajitas out, they're like, the plate's hot, right? And they're like, okay, the box is hot. You're going to need some gloves. They're like, I didn't order any liquid hot magma.
Ooh, my magma's here.
Yeah, it must have been the neighbor. Fuck.
Yeah.
One down the street to the east.
Yeah. Crazy guy down the road.
Science experiment with his kid or something. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll get some liquid hot magma.
I feel for you right now.
All right. Guys, thanks for supporting me on my journey.
You bet.
We're here.
No problem.
AVS.
New chicken and waffle sandwich.
Ooh.
Holiday has a new breakfast sandwich. A combination of sweet, savory, and maple flavory.
Ooh.
That's what this is, maple flavory.
Flavory.
Savory chicken, melty cheese between two maple waffles. An
Sounds
unlikely
pretty
combination, but tastes great.
I'll let you. I'll go find it and report back.
I'm gonna be honest, that does sound delicious.
Yeah.
So it's basically, it's like chicken and waffles, but it's a sandwich. So but is it a bun?
Yeah, I think the waffles are the buns.
Right, but does it look like a waffle or does it look like a waffly bun?
I
or
think
does
it looks
just
like a
bun?
waffle.
I'm gonna guess it looks like
Why
a waffle.
couldn't you take waffle batter and just make it as a bun
I'm sure you could.
without the little holes? You get more waffle for your
waffles would be more dense than a bun. I think that might be an issue.
Yeah.
I don't think you put yeast in waffle batter.
Regardless, I think that this means that we got to go check out the new chicken and waffle sandwich at Holiday. Because as I always like to say, It's an unlikely combination, but it tastes great. Don't pass gas. Go turn on into Holiday gas station. All right, Tyler, you're off the hook for your parenting skills. It's
From
now
you
time to
guys.
start healing. Quite literally. You get Neosporin on that kid?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Hey, you're on a 10-0 run though. In terms of scorekeeping with your significant other, you're on a 10-0 run.
Yeah. I
You're
mean,
You're up 10.
I feel like I'm losing 10-0.
But also 7 days with the children.
That's true. I mean, I think I did earn myself some brownie points by watching them for 7 days while she had
Yeah.
fucking fun in Idaho.
You almost murdered your child.
Yeah, but he's fine now.
Okay, but not in that moment, did you think? Anyways, I was trying to say that you're off the hook. We're done grilling you. We're done dragging you through the snow on this. We're done running you over with our questions.
Mhm.
And I think that the blood has clotted on this discussion.
Yes.
The blood is settled.
Yeah.
The dust hasn't
After
yet,
the
though.
blood has clotted.
That's our next segment.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like
That
that.
is. I mean, because that's really when the blood's not clotted, Tyler is an absolute panic mess. And then
Mhm.
afterwards,
Yeah. Takes it on the dog.
I did it.
yeah, it just starts beating the shit out of his dog, saying, "Why weren't you watching him up front?"
I
Also,
taught you to tell me when my kids get run over by the
I taught you to bark when my kid was getting run over by a stroller I was pushing.
Also, technically, no fine for not off leash because I just dropped the leash. He was still on it.
Ah, that is a good loophole. That is a good loophole.
Just get a lot like a 50.
Quite literally, it is a good loophole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
Oh, my God.
Jared,
Myles.
what do you got for me today? You got some questions, or what are we doing here on the second part?
Yeah, I got some questions.
Jared, hang on.
Don't sound too excited. about
okay,
him.
that's what I'm talking about, Tyler. The energy level has got to go up at least one
I know,
notch.
but like if I have too much energy, then I can't read that well. So then I have to. That's
It's
why.
not his fault, you can't
It's like
read.
Zoolander school for kids who can't read good.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do like two things at once. That's something
can't
I've
be
noticed.
excited.
I love how he has to consciously be excited. He can't just be excited as a human. He has to be thinking about it.
Yeah, I want to read these questions really good. So,
Okay, Jared, you do that, bud.
Jimmy Legs asks,
JL.
would you rather live the rest of your life with an annoying sunburn or a constant hangover?
Sunburn.
Oh yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah, there's this
Because there's just something a little bit about, having a sunburn. You're like, oh my God, I'm about to have such a glow, even though you're not going to, because you
Yeah.
will have a sunburn for the rest of your life. There's just something about like, you see someone with a sunburn, you're like instantly feel better about that person. You're like, wow, that guy had a good day in the sun.
Yeah, that guy loves vitamin
That's
D.
good to know because I always feel like people are judging me when I have.
No, have
sunburn.
you ever, there's a little bit like, let's maybe unpack this a little bit,
But like
actually.
your bachelor party, I got sunburned as shit the first day. The whole second day, I'm thinking everyone at this bachelor party thinks I'm fucking stupid for getting sunburned.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, I
And for
think
your
we've
skin
done,
it is, but
I think that we've gone so heavily on skin protection that I think if someone's willy nilly, it's like that guy had a good time.
I did have a good
yeah,
time.
that guy's kind of edgy. He's kind of a badass.
Okay, good to know.
I don't know. I don't have a negative connotation about people who get sunburned.
I actually think it's kind of a fire look.
This is hot. Quite literally.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Is are
Well,
we
it's
at
one
risk?
it's like one of those things that like, because I was the one of the few that did put sunscreen on at my bachelor party, and I felt like I want people to know when I get home that I went somewhere warm. And if I come back without any sort of sunburn,
Yeah.
no one's going to know I was in somewhere warm.
Yeah.
Whereas at least if he's still sunburnt a little bit, people are gonna be like, looks like you got some sun. And it's a conversation piece.
even if it's a bad sunburn too, even if you have like you're wearing a polo at the bachelor party, right?
Yep.
You got the
Got
V
the neck
down the
V
neck.
going
Yep.
bad.
Even that's kind of badass. I mean,
because
because
it's
it's
a conversation piece.
yeah.
This is
Also good laughing bit.
Okay, because I thought when I'd get home and people were like, looks like you got some sun, it was a dig.
Oh.
So you're saying that they're jealous.
Well, just think. Everyone wants to make a joke, and so if you can be the butt of the joke, you're gonna be everyone's friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
That's a great spin zone, actually. You take off your shirt in the summer and you have a farmer's tan, and someone goes, "Hey, Tyler, take off your t-shirt." Even though you're not wearing one.
that's good.
Everyone gets a big laugh, and you get to be included.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't know what I was going to go with. As long as I'm not at risk of getting melanoma for constantly having a sunburn, then I'm going to go with sunburn.
Well, with your high cholesterol, you're going to die of a heart attack before you die of
Perfect.
melanoma. What is it?
Melanoma.
Omen, I think.
Melatonin. I mean,
Go to sleep.
you're going to die of a heart attack before you die of melatonin.
The cholesterol is
Die in your
back to
sleep.
normal, just so you guys know.
Hey,
Level.
hey, just like the sunburn,
Yeah.
you don't got to explain anything to us.
No,
Hey,
I'm letting you know. It's down
someone
to
with
normal
high
now.
cholesterol, they know how to have fun.
Yeah.
They know how to
Just
eat.
like when you come back sunburn, it's that guy had some fun in the sun.
That guy was eating
So you don't
good
got to explain. Yeah,
in the neighborhood.
you don't got to explain high cholesterol to us. We are.
I'm explaining that it's gone now because I'm not as fun as I used to be.
Okay.
That's your
That is
ass.
fair, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I will then uninvite you to Anne's birthday party.
Fun
Oh,
people
shit.
only.
If your cholesterol is below normal, I don't want you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta check everybody's blood at the door. See where the cholesterol's at.
What's it looking like? What's it looking like? Ryan, come on, man. We talked about eating more cheeseburgers. Less homemade sushi, man.
Less Cheerios, more cheeseburgers.
I haven't,
Cheerio, eat some cheeseburgers.
I haven't eaten Cheerios a lot lately, actually.
That is so on brand for you as a human being.
Well, no, not cholesterol related.
I know, but just you've now settled in to the old guy who has a kid of you just now live the typical
Dude.
American lifestyle.
The Cheerios with like the granola clusters on them, fuck.
Yeah, those are good. I'm eating them because they're already out because that's what I give my kid in the morning to pick off of his little tray deal. So they're already out. That's what I'm gonna put
Honey
myself.
nut or regular?
Regular. You can't have honey at his age.
I mean, you're just writing
That
this
sucks for
me.
you.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, there's nothing a little sugar can't fix, though, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's just to a T. It's like I'm on a podcast with my grandfather.
Nothing a little sugar can't fix. The bottom of the bowl is the best
That is
too.
good.
You just scoop up the
Do you
sugar in
guys
the
put
spoon.
sugar? How do you transport sugar from the sugar receptacle to your bowl of cereal?
Spoon.
What? I just pour it right on.
Yeah.
I mean,
What kind of
it's
receptacle are you
just-
working with?
I mean, it's just
It's a little-
He's just getting.
It's a
older and
sugar
older.
shaker.
Yeah, the little door on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have a little sugar shaker.
Oh,
I have a
it's-
fucking.
it's
I
like-
have a Zoe 101er basically
Ooh.
of sugar.
Mine kind of looks almost like a teapot, I guess. You pop the lip open and you
It's
pour it
short and
out.
Stout, yeah.
Yeah,
Is it short and stout?
it
See,
is. Short
how
and
I
stout.
would do it is I would just put my hand in the bag and just grab it and then just sprinkle
You'd
it.
pinch
like
it?
that. I'd do a pinch. Well, or 8. I'd do a pinch
Yeah.
or 8.
I-
I'd
well,
do
yeah,
maybe 8 pinches.
I can confidently say I do a little over a
Which I think
tablespoon.
would maybe equivalent to 1 scoop handful.
It's a handful of sugar.
Sugar and spice and a handful of sugar. That's this line.
Well, a lot of it falls off the side anyway. So what you're left with is basically just like a little,
Yeah.
little palm full.
Yeah, and then Ann will clean that sugar up.
It blends into the countertop.
Yeah, that's why I got white countertops. And is sitting at the counter, like puts her arms on the counter, lifts it up, and it's just sugar.
She's wearing like a black shirt.
Yeah. Like if they were to put your arms on a table shuffleboard.
Your kitchen table literally looks like a shuffleboard table.
Yep, exactly.
Then she's like, Myles had breakfast this morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, honey, I can't slide the salt and pepper over to you as
This
easy.
thing. That's what I have my sugar in.
I can't-
Oh, my mom used to have one of those.
Yeah, I think I
growing up.
got it from grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those are dying.
Yeah. They are the best though.
They're good. So I mean, why would anyone choose hungover? Unless, I mean, it's probably like a recency bias of like someone who died from skin cancer. They probably would choose hungover every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than those people,
Or if you're like a ginger, you probably sunburn really bad.
Yeah.
Probably
But-
more painful.
but it doesn't. Isn't it just what did this thing say?
Mild sunburn, I
It's
think. didn't it?
annoying, I think is what
annoying
it said.
sunburn. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I think the tiniest sunburn's so annoying. I choose that one. Check in, mate. Jimmy legs.
Nice.
Tug McCord. Does anyone on the pod have any phobias? I suspect Tyler has a phobia of pulling out.
Mhm. Mhm.
just an absolute Mossberg shot at him.
Just a dagger to the heart.
That's all. That's the only he only suspected Tyler.
Yeah, that's all he said. He said, and then he's commented, "Sorry in advance, Tyler. I couldn't resist."
Aw,
Okay, yeah,
that's
he did
lame.
apologize. He did apologize, Tyler. Relax, dude.
You're forgiven, Tug.
Tyler, don't overreact.
I have. Tyler just sprints out for no reason.
Flips the table.
He just leaves his shoes here.
I do have no shoes on at the
Yeah, he
moment.
just leaves his shoes and then calls Becca, says, "Bring my kids here," and then he makes his kid run upstairs and grab his shoes.
Yeah, because he can't walk back in. It's too embarrassing. Yeah.
Just like if he yeah, anyways. Shit. What was the question?
What's your phobia?
You have a mild heights thing, don't you?
Well, hold on here. Well, I got a laundry list.
Let him
here.
unpack it.
I have a fear of holes.
Oh yeah, tryptophobia.
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure I Googled it when you told me it.
Like it's more so clusters of holes or clusters of circular objects, and it's not so much fear.
Makes you uncomfortable.
It's more so it changes the body chemistry in my body to have a little more, be a little more anxious.
Jared, click the images.
How about a
Hold on. No, go back. Oh God.
God,
Oh God.
that was not
What is
good.
it? Trypophobia refers to disgust or fear of pattern of holes. Seeing clusters of holes in foods, flowers, and everyday items like sponges can trigger feelings of revulsion. Trypophobia is gaining recognition as an anxiety problem that can affect quality of life. So hold on. I would like to know what why. There you go. Right there. The holes or images of holes stimulates a primitive portion of the. No, just kidding. The holes or images of holes stimulate a primitive portion of his or her brain that associates the image with something dangerous. According to
CBS News.
CBS fucking News,
Yeah.
most people have adapted to be able to recognize that there is no danger, but for tryptophobes, which feels tough to be labeled like that. It is an unconscious reflex reaction they can't control. It's just who
It's
I am.
uncontrollable, yeah.
It's because I'm so aware.
Of
I'm
holes.
so aware of the dangers of that you guys could be in. I would hate for you guys to be attacked by one of those holes.
Did you ever watch the movie with Shia LaBeouf, Holes?
Fucking hated it.
Couldn't finish it.
That's where it all started.
So stressed, yeah. But that doesn't answer why.
What causes it, Jared?
What is something dangerous? I want to know. Is what? Does tryptophobia hurt? Mentally, yeah, it does. And it hurts that you have guys like Tyler who are constantly putting us tryptophobes down.
What did I say? I haven't said a
I don't know.
fucking
Someone
word.
did. It's very limited research, it says. But I want to know what's the primitive portion of my brain? Why? What happened to us primates as we were evolving? What holes hurt us?
I mean, I think maybe it has something to do with infection, like because you get like a series of holes when
So
things
I
are
want,
infected.
yeah, maybe. I want you to Google why. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a tough one to Google.
It's so hard. Why is my poop green? Is
Why do they poop black?
Why is my poop black?
That's not good.
Oh,
Blood in the
God.
colon.
Well,
Is
not
it?
for newborn babies.
Well, that's different.
Okay, why? It's just bad radio.
Why are there holes in
What?
plugs?
Okay, sorry, not why. What primal danger derives from tryptophobia? It's a great question by me.
You're gonna get this same exact article as the first
Yeah.
result.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the first one.
Keep going, keep going.
So you're wondering like what event happened in your life?
Well,
to
it
make
says
you
that it's a primitive thing of danger. What was dangerous? Go down. Go to the next one. That one. Patient UK. Down. Right there.
Click on it.
Click on it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Gagging, panic, chills, goosebumps, increased heart rate, sweating, all those. Crumpets will get you going. Sponges, leopard spots, soap bubbles, coral.
Swiss cheese.
The dangerous animal theory. Here we go. Zoom in, Jared. I don't have my glasses. Could be caused by the brain associating closely packed holes with danger. It may be that some people have an exaggerated and overgeneralized primal response, because I'm so fucking primal, to these patterns, because in nature, these can be a warning sign. For example, many poisonous animals have similar patterns such as poison dart frog and blue-ringed octopus.
The classics.
I'm just protecting everyone. I say, whoa, that could potentially be a poison dart frog or a blue-ringed
But
octopus.
really, it's just a scrub daddy.
Yeah, it's a sponge.
Right, but that's what it's from. So there you go. It's because so many poisonous animals have similar patterns to things like soap bubbles.
Could be part of evolution too. Like if leopards didn't have spots, that's like their defense mechanism, right? They got spots. The animal's trying to come after them, see the spots and think danger.
I think that my ancestors at some point used to fight leopards, is I think.
Probably.
Or
They probably
spotted
did. Yeah.
octopuses.
Or
Octopi.
poison dart frog. Also, clearly a newer named frog, by the way.
Poison dart.
Because poison darts haven't been around that long.
No.
They've been around quite a while.
How do you
Maybe.
know that?
Because like the evolution
How
of
long has the
weapons-
poison dart been around?
Oh, you're talking just poison dart in general.
Yeah, like people used darts before they used bow and arrows.
Yes. Like in Ace Ventura,
Like,
when he gets
think about
stuck with the darts.
Yeah, like uncontacted tribes use poison darts.
Yeah.
When was the poison dart discovered? Poison dart frog discovered. Click that. Told you, 1968, baby. I just knew it, but also I want to fight or flight that frog after seeing it. By the way, so yeah, that's one of my fears.
Holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried actually desensitizing myself to holes by just
Oh yeah. How is that your honeymoon?
by just exposing myself to holes constantly. No, I've
you
actually
just had the movie playing on at home every single day. It's just on loop.
not what I was referring to.
I know.
Sorry,
yeah.
Mr. Sir.
But no, just staring at an image that gives me anxiety. That is a tryptophobic image, and trying to get over it has been one of the strategies that I have not had any avail at doing.
Face your fears.
No success so far.
No, I also am even more afraid of falling off a high area.
Heights.
No, because I'm not as scared of heights. I'm not scared of being high. I'm scared of falling.
Me either.
Right? Like when you're on a mountain cliff, you're not scared that you're that high up. You're scared that you could potentially slip, fall, and break your neck and
That's
die.
actually a good way to look at it.
You're not scared of being in an airplane because you have no fear of actually falling.
Yeah.
You're not scared of holes. You're just scared that they might be poisonous holes.
Exactly. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not a tryptophobe. I'm just scared of poison dart frogs.
Yeah. Imagine people
Which
love,
I think most people should be.
imagine people love holes and they just walk into a bear cave. That's a nice looking big hole there.
It's clusters though, specifically.
Not true.
It would have to be like a whole tight arrangement of caves.
It's like a neighborhood of caves.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. In human animals, toxophobia is the irrational fear of poisons and being poisoned. I think I have toxophobia
Fear of being poisoned
by a frog,
by a poison dart frog. Yeah.
specifically with clusters of holes on their back.
Well, it did say the reason they were discovered so late is because they live in such a remote area, hard to get to. So you just kick that phobia to the side.
Yeah, I mean, I
You're
would
good.
love to, but it's primal. So
It has ruined my life.
Your French ancestors dealt with them a lot.
I think I'm also scared of being vulnerable. I think I'm scared to share my true feelings a lot of the times.
Yeah.
I think it's a defense mechanism.
There's a name for that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Jared, what's the name of that?
Fear of intimacy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it intimacy. It's more so
Phobia.
fear of being vulnerable.
Fear of being vulnerable. Phobia.
Like I would hate to be caught with my pants down.
That would be bad.
You know,
would be bad,
I
especially in
I think
public.
I understand why that phrase is a phrase.
Hmm.
Don't want to get caught with your pants
Mhm.
down.
Fear of love.
Why
I
can't
think
they?
it's just called.
Oh, go down. Philophobia.
It's not a fear of falling in love. I already did, and I married her, and it was magical. And someone tell her that I'm saying this stuff.
She'll listen.
So yeah, I think I have fear of being vulnerable. I think I have a fear of failure as well.
Yeah.
I think I have a fear that Ryan.
Start Googling this one. Fear of Ryan.
Fear of
Never truly reaching his potential because he had a kid.
Well, you don't want to peak too early though. you want to peak at the right time.
Once he
like,
turns
in your
18,
mid
then
30s.
you'll really get it.
Yeah, mid 30s.
So
What about death? You fear death? Because I do.
I don't fear death because that's when, like, once you die, it's like, that's like, you just think about like all of the things, like you'll never have to be worried about clusters of holes ever again.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because you'll be put into one.
Yeah. I'll be
A
put
giant
into-
cluster of holes.
Well, they get filled in before they're a cluster,
Mm.
really. Unless a bunch of us die together,
At the same time.
then we may have a cluster of holes in the ground. Or just one giant one, maybe mass grave.
Maybe we cut costs a little bit.
Yeah.
Save family budget.
buy two, get one free.
Yeah.
Buy two, get two, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah,
Which would just be a buy one, get one.
pretty much.
Buy two,
Buy
get two. It's the exact same as buy one, get one.
But no, because you can't buy one and get one. You have to buy two.
Yeah.
Get two.
Also, who in their right mind would need to buy? Anyways, that's dark. What were we talking about?
Death.
Phobia.
Fears.
Oh, are you scared of dying?
No.
I just think
Really?
I think
Yeah.
it's kind of like, because you wake up and most of the day you just worry about stuff. So to just be able to just be like, all right,
I think the reason I'm not is like, it's going to happen no matter what. I'm not going to live forever.
I think before I die, though, I do want like 10 seconds to truly experience the feeling that nothing matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if I die in a head-on crash, don't see it coming, something like that, then it's like, I didn't get to have the euphoric feeling of nothing matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be nice to just be like, nothing matters. Take me as I am.
There's also a lot of cool moments though that I fear missing out on.
FOMO, the fear of missing out on.
I mean,
I also will have FOMO when I am dead.
I mean, no matter
Maybe
when
it's the fear of dying too early.
I think because no
It's
matter
not really
when
the fear of dying because I think
But they say that only the good die young.
no matter when you die,
Point.
you're gonna miss out on something.
and I understand that. I think it's dying too early.
I think that's more
I
fair.
like to view it that I'm not missing out on anything. It's people are going to be missing out on me.
Mm.
Don't pity
That's a
the
good
dead.
perspective.
Pity the living.
Yeah. I'll
You
be
ever
with
said
you.
that?
I'll be with you in spirit.
You should know this.
Don't pity the dead, pity
Billy
the
Joel.
living.
Nope.
MJ.
Nope.
I don't know.
Albus Dumbledore when he was actually dead. Spoiler
Oh,
alert. Sorry.
In King's Cross?
Yeah.
Nice.
At least I did in the movies. I don't know if you did in the book. I don't think I got that far.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That was the final book towards the end.
So but just think, once you die, you never have to feel FOMO again because you're dead.
But
Also,
but
it opens
also,
up the door to find out. It's also like you then get to find out if we're actually in a simulation or not.
correct. Like what? Like I think I also fear of what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's more so. It's not really fear. It's more so uncertainty.
You're scared of the unknown.
Mhm.
Really, is what it is.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, why don't you stop being such a fucking pussy? Nut up and face your fears, Ryan. Just do it.
Well, again,
You're scared of the unknown. Just
that one. We can figure that. Yeah.
Stop.
I realized
There's one
halfway
fear I
through
don't
there
wanna
when I
face
was
for a
going
while.
with that. I was
Yeah.
like, that's bad.
Yeah, I'll wait to face that fear for hopefully like another 60.
Why?
70
But
years.
if we're all gonna die, why are you scared of it?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think again, it's the uncertainty of what happens next.
Okay, Jared, what are you scared of?
I'm scared. Well, I think I hate it. I think I like needles. This part of my arm, I hate.
Why do you think?
So like you can get a
needles?
shot in the butt cheek, but not in your elbow.
Yeah. Well, it's like what's this called?
You're-
The crook of your elbow.
The crook of my elbow. I hate
Yeah.
needles there.
But like you're fine though with getting like a shot in like a booster shot in the butt cheek.
Never had one.
What about your arm?
I'm okay with that. It's just like right here.
It's the vein thing that really is the issue, huh?
right. It's kind of like the plasma thing.
Yeah, you're not a plasma.
Well, I
guy.
think it's a primal thing. Actually, you naturally protect your organs and head and stuff.
That's true.
So if you're naturally gonna want to protect your vein and be against something getting shoved into your vein because that's your lifeblood, quite literally.
Didn't think of that.
it is.
I don't know. I just made that up, Jared. So
It's also very.
take that for what it is.
It's a very sensitive portion of your arm too,
Mm-hmm.
It's tickly.
which is weird because
That
the
was
the
loud.
complete opposite side. Your
Oh my god! Quit poking me with that needle. That tickles.
Stop.
Stop.
the complete opposite side of the crook of your arm, your weenus, is like one of the most desensitive places on your body.
That makes sense.
That is
You can
fascinating thing.
fingernail to fingernail, you can squeeze that thing and it barely hurts.
That's got to be evolution because you're on your like your elbows and your knees and
You
stuff.
probably know, like,
they hit the surfaces more often than the inside would.
Great spot for a tattoo.
Yeah.
yeah, tattoo.
I think I might get
or
a spider web. Would that be sick?
I think it'd be sick.
that guy is an exterminator.
Maybe just a star.
Star's a good one.
Star's a good one.
Mhm.
Yep.
I don't know any other elbow
That's
tattoos.
the only 2 elbow tattoos I've ever heard of.
Maybe a sickle.
Oh. So yeah, those are good fears.
What was yours,
Whoa.
Tyler?
Hey,
I'm a little claustrophobic.
You scared of Santa?
Yeah, not a fan.
Nice. I didn't see that one coming.
I think I'm more
And then-
scared of like
Ho ho ho! Quit! You're scaring Tyler.
I am more scared of suffocating.
You would not like to be in a submarine then.
Yeah, I like the idea of like, okay, maybe I'm a little scared of death, but the idea of dying so like slowly because I'm running out of oxygen is the one way I don't want to die.
Is that what claustrophobia really is about? Is running out of oxygen?
Well, I don't know. Maybe because I know it's like the fear of small spaces, but I'm more afraid of like running out of oxygen in a situation. Like I can get in a sleeping bag just fine and like sleep in a tent just fine. Like that doesn't bother me. But if I'm like at the bottom of a pile in football,
I think it's
I'd
more
freak
so
the fuck out.
It's more the fear of being trapped.
Yeah, I spaz. Like if I was on the bottom of a pile, I would lose my shit.
You're actually the first one up, being at the bottom.
Yep. I would crappie flop the fuck out of that thing.
I would do the same exact thing, Tyler.
Yeah.
Is that why you never played football?
You have a fear of football?
You had a fear of
No, I just didn't have time to play football.
why?
I was too busy grinding on the mound.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Yeah, I think we're hitting the main ones. Fear of falling.
Do you
slash
wait?
heights.
Playing the hits.
Do you love being at the bottom of the pile? You're just, boy, stay on for a couple more seconds.
It's kind of
I'm
there's
liking
something
this.
cozy about it. You can't be a manly man without craving physical contact. Ryan.
No, I do crave. I do crave physical contact. It's fist to face.
You held up two
It's-
fists.
It's an MMA game.
Well,
It's sparring.
if you truly crave contact, you'd like the grappling aspect.
That too, yeah. Yeah.
But I don't have a fear of physical contact.
Oh my god.
No matter how this goes down, you guys want to do an Oklahoma drill?
Sure. As long as people don't jump on top of us after.
Wait, but what about hugging? Are you a hugger? That's physical contact.
That doesn't bother me at all.
But no, okay. In the sense of being vulnerable, I have a fear of being vulnerable.
Oh.
Hugging makes you vulnerable, so I don't like it. It's
Well,
not
you
that
hugged every person at your wedding in that receiving line. So.
I know, and I was
He was
scared as
scared.
shit.
He was scared.
Shaking in his boots.
Quite literally. And I might have peed a little. I was so scared. So it wasn't because I was nervous for the wedding.
See, I have no problem hugging
No.
people. I get uncomfortable hugging someone that I know doesn't like being hugged. Like I had to hug Myles for a video we did, like celebrating gambling, and I was so uncomfortable. Not because I don't like hugs, because I know Myles doesn't like hugs.
But you know that Jared doesn't like hugs.
Yeah, but we broke that. He's like,
I don't
now.
care. Yeah.
He didn't though when you started.
He was fine.
That was
How much?
It was more a bit.
How many coworkers do you hug?
I hug Jared every morning.
Okay. Well, we're
gonna
gonna need to
shut
put
that
that into that. Yeah. We're gonna cool the jets
No,
on that
It makes Jared's day.
That's when I start working, when I
Yeah.
get hugged.
until suddenly I have a litigation from Jared's lawyer. on my-
I cleared it with HR. There's nothing we can do.
I got to talk to HR then. That sounds like a disaster.
Just a Ferris wheel of litigation.
All right. Well, this may be a good. We're perspective guys.
I
but
think we were
also
all pretty vulnerable.
We were
in that.
vulnerable. That felt scary to me,
And very educational.
but it
too.
felt good.
Yeah. That was good.
We are really. We're growing up. The listeners are listening to us grow up before their ears as we become older and less rigid.
Yeah.
And less peacocking and more vulnerable, soft, and heartwarming is what I think what we're becoming.
Mhm.
We're becoming chicken noodle soup for the ears.
We are really living that out, aren't we? And, I invite all the listeners to do an introspective look and go, what am I scared of? What's holding me back? And if you're scared of poison dart frogs like I am, just stare at a photo of a poison dart frog for hours like I have in the past.
Yeah, set it as your iPhone
Yeah.
wallpaper.
Or
Yeah.
throw on Animal Planet.
Yeah. If you're scared of Santa, go to the mall between November and December and sit on his lap.
Yeah.
Stare at him.
Stare at him.
Doesn't matter how old you are. Just
Sit
do
on
it.
his lap and do that. If you're, what are you scared of again?
Dying. too early.
If you're scared of dying, just die. No, don't do that. That was a joke. Joking. Okay, pick one that I can joke about.
Claustrophobia.
You can't just pick Tyler's.
Yeah, Ryan, you can't be scared of the same shit as me.
Are you scared to
I'm not scared of anything.
Are you scared? Are you scared to be on your own? Scared to be alone in this world?
No.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
That's your new fear.
Okay.
Jared, you're scared of needles.
Only in the elbow crook, though.
And
So
the
what I
crook in
want
the
you to
elbow.
do is I want you to go find a sketchy guy in an alleyway.
Behind
See if he's
7-Eleven.
gotten heroin.
Right.
I want you to.
Jared, do you remember the one news story we did about drugs? And you and I think we accidentally caught an actual drug
Oh,
transaction in an alley on camera.
Yeah, we did. I forgot about that.
Jared and I,
Statute of limitations yet or no?
yeah,
Did you
well
report
past.
this to
Okay.
police?
No, but we put it in the story
Yeah. We blurred their faces out. I think,
Yeah.
So.
because we weren't going to accuse them, and we also weren't going to go investigate. But we were just.
It's good that the investigative journalists aren't investigating.
It
over
was an
the news.
investigative journalism story. We were just shooting B-roll about a story about drugs downtown one night, and Jared was shooting for me.
The Madden awareness on these drug dealers.
Yeah.
It's not great.
We had a giant news camera on a tripod, just shot down an alley for aesthetic type shots, and then some guys show up. One dude hands another dude a backpack. He reaches in, he pulls out something out of the backpack, hands it back, and then they just slowly part ways. And we got it all on film.
It was great B-roll.
It couldn't
Yeah.
have been a flash drive.
No, it was a bag of sorts out of the bag.
Why can't a flash drive be in a bag?
Most people don't do flash drive exchanges at
In an alley.
10:30 at night in an alley that's dark.
I don't know. It's not adding up to me.
We're not there yet.
You know what? I'm actually kind of scared of alleys at 10:30 at night. What are you guys? What's your deal?
I don't have
I
a
do
problem
get a
with
little
anyone named
claustrophobic.
Allie. No, I
Really?
think they're fine.
All right. Well, guys, face your fears is, I think, the motto of this
Yeah.
podcast. And don't die. We don't encourage that. So we love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to the vulnerable episode of You Betcha Radio. May
Felt
your
good.
may your heart be warmed and your life be long. Cheers, Ryan. Viva.
Las Vegas.
Dale.